know, sometimes you come across a Jeep build and you say to yourself, I've got to get a closer look at that one. This is one of those Jeeps. Welcome back to Expedition Builds. I'm here in Moab, Utah during Easter Jeep Safari with Sean. And Sean's got, good morning Sean, thanks for joining us. Sean's got an amazing build. We had an opportunity to run a couple trails together. So I wanted to interview Sean and talk about this build and how it came about. So Sean, tell me, how did this Jeep start out? What year is this?
This is a 2004 Jeep LJ.
Mm-hmm. Did you have it long? Before the mod started?
Yeah, so I bought the Jeep 5 years ago, about 5 years ago, and it sat in the garage. Maybe my son drove it, or...
You guys didn't wheel it? It was just...
Not at all, bone stock.
Okay,
absolutely.
And your first Jeep?
No.
You've been doing this for a while?
This is my fifth Jeep.
Nice, very good, okay. That gives me a little perspective.
But I knew I wanted an LJ.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of like that, it's kind of that coveted...
It is.
Jeep. It's actually become kind of, I'm not going to call it cultish, but it kind of has that following where...
I think you're right. It does have that following, yeah. Among hardcore off-wheelers, off-roaders, it is definitely one that you want to build on. So.
It's like the Jeep Wave, then there's like the LJ Jeep Wave, you know?
Well said. Yeah. All right, so what was taking it from stock to what we see now? What was the impetus for that? How did it, all of a sudden you were just like, woke up one day and was like, I want to build this thing.
No.
How did it work?
So I had gone out to events like, you know, an Easter Jeep Safari or King of the Hammers and seen these builds.
Sure.
Or, you know, the video thing started getting popular, YouTube videos, and I was watching videos from, you know, Larry McRae, Poison Spider, his granddaddy Longlegs videos, and met him and kind of liked his build. And then the Genwright builds, all their tracer stuff building and the videos coming out. So
beautiful builds.
I started kind of putting together a list of what I wanted to do. And I think I took...
that was your research, really?
That was my research.
You're already putting it together in your mind, going, okay, all right. So after you've got this kind of built in your head, did you do this yourself, or did you find a shop? Who'd you work with?
So I would say probably 75% of the ideas are mine.
Sure.
But the fabrication itself, doing the fabrication, is a good friend of mine, Ben Veroza.
Yeah.
Only sticker I got on here is
good.
Veroza 4x4. He's a good friend of mine. He's up in Placerville, California. Okay. And he's just an awesome guy. He's got a great background in racing. He's won the Ultra 4 stock class a couple years in a row.
Sure. Okay, so understand he's heavily into off-road.
Yep, we got some buzzers going by, I see.
All right.
So he was kind of my inspiration and pretty much the perspiration between the build. You know, he did the work.
Yeah.
It was a lot of my ideas. Hey Ben, I want to do this, and
what do you think? Yeah.
What do you think? And how do we make this work?
Sean,
and
this is what we want to do for that.
That's exactly right.
Did you know how you wanted to use it?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Good. So tell me a little bit about it. So I see a lot of Genwright stuff on here, right? Which is, you know, just beautiful, and I like the scheme of keeping the raw aluminum with the red. All right, Sean, so you know what you know how you wanted to use your Jeep. What'd you do on your build? What'd you use for axles and suspension? What'd you go with? So
with the axles, that was a tough decision because I wanted to stay a little different. I mean, I kind of saw like what Genwright was doing, and I really liked that style.
Yeah.
But I also kind of wanted to make it a little different, make it my own.
Yeah.
So I love the Curry axles, but I decided to go with Fusion axles because I like the Kingpin. I'm a Kingpin fan. That's what I've used before.
Gotcha.
So I did the Fusion 60 Kingpin in the front.
Wow.
With 35 spline RCVs.
Yeah, you're really built.
Yeah. And in the back I went with the Fusion Dana 60 and upgraded to the 40 spline
40s in there,
in the back.
And what ratio are you running on this Jeep?
538s.
You're 538, and you're on 40s?
40s, air lockers,
40s,
ARBs, front and rear.
Nice, very good, beautiful. Anything you do differently on it after you wheeling it?
What would I do differently?
And I know this is a kind of
a great question
because we're not ever done with a build, I don't think, but this one looks pretty complete, you guys, to me. Anything else coming on it?
Not really. Yeah, there's one little thing I want to add to it on the passenger side. I can show over you here, but it has to do with cargo for trays to put storage stuff in and make it a little bit more convenient.
Yeah.
I have the trays in the back that are all custom done aluminum.
Right. We'll show you guys those. We'll get a good look at those.
But I want to put a little box on the side, a little aluminum box that I can just make it really easy to grab gloves or
sure, and those are the things, you know, as we use our Jeeps, we get an idea of like, you know, I want this one little thing to happen, and that would be very convenient for me.
And the big thing is the motor.
Yeah.
So this is still stock motor.
So this is that
4 liter,
4 liter straight
stock
6,
motor,
right?
195,000. 195 original miles, never rebuilt, but it runs great.
It runs like a top, you guys. Like I said, I spent 2 days on the trail with Sean, and I have my son's still running around in an XJ, a 99 XJ that we built, the Cherokee, right? And I'll tell you what, that straight 6, you can't kill it.
No.
Just take care of it, and it'll run forever. It's a superb motor, especially for durability. Okay, so we talked about axles. Talked about we're running our original motor, and it seems like it does fine out on the road with the 538s, right?
Yeah,
it
does
fine.
good.
Yeah. Now, do you trailer this, or do you drive it around?
So to a destination like this, we trailer. We're in Northern California.
I see.
But I need more horsepower because going from our house in Folsom up to our Tahoe house in the Rubicon,
it's going a little taxed, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So are you thinking about doing a motor swap on this?
Absolutely. So even my wife said, we need a motor swap in this thing. So my wife's on board.
Once the wife's on board, man, you gotta love that. Right?
Yeah.
She says, let's do this. What would you put in it?
So that's the debate.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't need to do anything right now.
Yeah.
It's either to go for a stroker, keep the 4 liter and do a stroker.
Yeah.
Obviously the LS conversion is what a lot of guys are doing, LS3.
Yeah.
But also I kind of have the guys at America's Most Wanted up there pushing me with a 392 Hemi.
Oh, wow.
You know, they're
and that would fit in here, huh?
And that'll work in here with their 8-speed.
That'd be a lot that 8-speed, I'll tell you that, you guys, that 8-speed is, if you've been in Jeep for a while, that 8-speed is magic.
Yeah.
It really is. I mean, that just changed everything. I'm recently in the JL.
Yeah, you guys.
That was the biggest difference from going from my JK was that 8-speed. It's just superb.
I have it in my JL too.
Yeah,
and
so you know what a difference it is and how modern it feels.
It
now,
is
right? And
awesome and low gear.
Yeah, low. Okay. All right. Well, let's get you guys a walk around on this. Sean, one last thing. You've got a saying inscribed on the side of your Jeep, which when we were out on Poison Spider, I got to look at that. Tell me a little bit about that. What was the inspiration for that?
So a year ago today, I was just finishing cancer treatment. I was diagnosed, Christmas of 2019, I was diagnosed with stage 3 throat cancer, HPV 16 squamous cell carcinoma.
Wow.
And
so how did that, without going into a lot of details, how did that change? Because I'm a cancer survivor myself, and I know what that diagnosis changes us.
Yes, it does.
You know, and there's the diagnosis, and then there's the treatment and surviving it. And if you're lucky enough to survive, it changed my perspective on my entire life and what things meant to me. So tell me a little bit about that for you as a cancer survivor.
Well, you'll understand as a cancer survivor, and anyone out there who's a cancer survivor, that, you know, the name of the word mortality is a huge word, in that you only have one life here.
This is short.
Yeah. It's short, you know, and
I hear you.
I believe there's a God, and I have a chance at heaven. He kept me here longer, and you know, you need to use your time wisely. Sitting at home on your computer all day, and you know, not getting out and seeing this kind of stuff. It's so important.
Family is so important.
Family, friends, and just
and that's it right there. I mean, that reshuffling of my priorities, and for me as a man, it was like, okay, the one thing I was not doing right, I think, was I was not in the moment. So you know, I'm here talking to you, Sean. I'm enjoying
this is the moment.
I mean, look at this. This is just, you know, it doesn't get any better. So I think, you know, it's thanks for sharing. I mean, I know that some of people watching, they'll, you know, that'll resonate with them, because it's a tough road to walk. But I'm sure glad you're here, and it was a pleasure meeting you. And thanks, buddy, for the time. It was great wheeling with you, and thanks for giving us a chance to take a look at this rig.
My wife coined this phrase, and it's a great phrase I use all the time out here, and it's, if you're not totally in awe, you're not paying attention.
Yeah, well said.
And you come out here and
yeah, if this isn't moving,
yeah,
there's something wrong.
Yeah, there's something wrong. So
excellent, thank you.
Yeah, good to meet you. Thanks for having me here.
Likewise.
Absolutely.
Thanks, buddy. All right.
Let's take a look at some more details on this incredible build. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time, stay safe, and we'll see you on the trails.